Hey there, Queens. I am Keisha, candidly Coach K. Simmons, and I am thrilled to have you join me for Queen Talk. This space was created to have candid conversations with other queens about daily battles we all faced amidst of keeping our crowns straight. Whether it's motherhood, entrepreneurship, self-care, singleness, or even overcoming abuse, we are discussing it all. There's no topic off of the table. So be sure, before we get started, to go ahead and click that share button. And then come back and get ready as we collaborate and listen. Come together to have great Queen Talk.
Hey. Hey, peeps. Did y'all like the new intro? I am so excited about this Queen Talk. Y'all have no idea. So let me go ahead and share on my personal page because I don't know why most people like for me to do that because they're not following the business page when y'all need to just go ahead and follow the business page. But let's make sure we share on there, start a watch party on there, and then we're going to get this conversation started. All right. Hey. Thank you for joining. Hey, thank you for joining. I truly appreciate it. Thank you. I'm getting it all situated, y'all. We about to start in a sec. No, sir. Didn't I tell you no? Not today. No. Why? I don't know, y'all. Why? Hey, Jackie. Thank you for joining, lady. I truly appreciate you. Hey. All right. So we are here. This is our first Queen Talk, you guys. Queen Talk, and I'm truly excited about it. Bring it here. I'll open it for you before I get started. Because you're not about to come with that. What?
My hand's nasty.
Your hands are nasty. Y'all know I'm a mom. I gotta deal with my hands are nasty. So let's get him situated. Hey, Kristen, thank you for joining. Thank you all for joining. I truly appreciate you. Thank you. So, now you all know, hey Marissa, thank you for joining, lady. Now you all know that I have the teen talk that happens every Tuesday.
No.
Creedy, come close this door, baby.
All done, Mommy.
Okay, all done. Y'all, he just washed his hands so he could eat his chips. Good job. High five. Awesome.
No,
So, So, y'all know I have Teen Talk on Tuesdays, and a lot of women have actually been reaching out to me and was like, so when you gonna do something for us? And that's when Queen Talk was born. So every single Thursday at 7 p.m., we will actually have Queen Talk. And just like I do for the teens, this is a conversation, candid conversation amongst queens, discussing things that actually that we deal with on a daily basis, and there are no topics that will not be discussed. So for today, we are actually discussing motherhood and entrepreneurship. And I thought it would only be fitting to have my sister, Bake Boss, Mrs. Baby Cakes, be my first guest. So let's give her a round of applause. I'm so excited to have you, sister.
I was so excited when you first asked me. I was like, of course.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. So before we even go into anything, could you please share with the people a little bit more about you, about your business, and where they can connect with you?
All right. Well, I am Shateria Lewis. Am born and raised Port Arthur, Texas. I currently reside in Covington, Georgia. I have Authentic Baby Co., formerly Authentic Baby Cakes and Showers, where we make sweet treats for showers, parties, events, holidays, you name it. And also, I'm a mom of two teenagers, boy and girl.
Yes. Yes, 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 yes. And if you all have not seen the comments, I have her link listed there. So you can go and visit her website where you can order you some sweet treats. You can order you a mystery box that's completely phenomenal. Go and hit her up at authenticbabyco.com. That's the mystery box. I love the mystery box. Listen, before we even go into all of that, can you share about the mystery box real quick with the people?
Yes. So the mystery box is assortment of cookies. There's one option, and also the second option is an assortment of sweet treats like Rice Krispies, dipped Oreos, cookies. You never know what you're going to get in the mystery sweet box.
You never know what you're going to get in the mystery sweet box. Listen, when I got mine, she had all my favorites in there. She had all of my favorites in there. So you never know what you're going to get. It is definitely a sweet treat that you don't want to miss out on. And I'm about to knock my son into the next world. He's messing up
No,
production, y'all. He
don't
didn't
mess up production.
he didn't pass by production 3 times just cause this what you deal with when you're single mom. Back to the mystery sweet box. Get you one. Okay. Now let's go ahead and move into our conversation. Excuse me, y'all. He messing up the lighting system. Now y'all know we gotta keep the lighting right. I see y'all laughing, but look, it's the truth. It's the truth. Hey, 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 hey. Thank you all for joining. Thank you, Keena. Thank you, Aunt Lou. Hey, girl. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Markeisha. Thank you, Donna. Thank you, Yolanda. Thank you, Shabanika. Thank you, Miss Aline. Thank all of y'all for joining us. Are y'all ready for this conversation about motherhood and entrepreneurship?
I'm ready.
Yes. Okay, sis. Did entrepreneurship choose you or did you choose entrepreneurship?
Oh, entrepreneurship chose me at a very early age. Before I could even fill out a job application, I was making it do with what I had to get to make money. I found a need. People needed candy bars. I sold them candy bars.
Yes.
I was always finding somebody needed a babysitter. I'm your babysitter.
Yes. Yes. I'm laughing because y'all don't know. We were some hustlers back in the day.
Yeah.
She was babysitting. She was selling pencils, selling candy, whatever you need. Oh, you need a ruler? You want
Need
one?
some paper.
You need some paper? 50 cent.
Anything that
So,
you need, I'm always looking for the solution. I can get it for you. Just give me a second.
yes. Remind me of the men that be walking up in the barbershop talking about, you need some CDs or what you need today? She
Yeah.
that person. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So entrepreneurship chose you. You didn't choose it. So when did you start your business? Can you share some information on that?
I started Authentic Baby Shower in, I want to say, 2002. That was
Mm-hmm.
when my niece was born, and I wanted to help brighten her mom, um, pregnancy, and I did a baby shower. And my mom helped me with that one. And then it just went on from there. I started doing my cousins. I started doing classmates' baby showers and creating diaper cakes and wreaths. And then I wanted to, that was my passion, to make people happy. I
Mm-hmm.
knew that was my passion.
Right.
And I also didn't know about the passion I had for baking. I'm a self-taught baker. I wanted to learn a tea cake recipe, and I just kept going and going and going. YouTube University,
Yes.
and learning how to do tea cakes, I started doing all kind of stuff. Apple pies, peach cobblers.
All natural. Like, listen, never been taught how to do it, but when she did it, you wanted some more. That's for sure.
And I knew that was my second passion. When people ate my sweets, they just loved it, and I brought a lot of smiles and happy faces.
Yes, I love it because I definitely love her sweet treats. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a sister, because you know I'm probably the hardest critic. I will let you know now that that's not gonna work. Right, sister? Am I lying? Let the people know. So could you share why is entrepreneurship important to you?
Entrepreneurship is in my blood. It's important because when I heard stories growing up of my grandmother and grandfather selling okra in their own garden, I grew up watching my grandmother babysit from her own home, and she was a shopping queen. So I was like, oh, okay, I will work from home. I want to go shopping. So, working for another company is like working for somebody else's dream. And I have a real big dream. And I know, this is my purpose. I'm not going to allow myself to get entangled in someone
Entangled.
else's business when I should be working on my own business.
I love that. I love y'all saw how she threw that entanglement. Look, they laughing. If you don't know about it, go Google it. But she wasn't getting entangled in nobody else's business. She gonna do her own. Yes, yes, yes. I love that. I love that. I love that. And I love hearing, like why entrepreneurship is important to you, because I think like we have so much of similarities on the reasons why we do what we do, choosing to work for ourselves versus going work for other companies. And let me underscore before somebody try to say something. There is nothing wrong with working for another company, because I definitely will need you to work for me one day.
That's what I was about to say. Why y'all working for these companies?
Right. Come on and work for Authentic Baby Co. and Kick Consulting. I'm just saying. Hashtag. There is nothing wrong with working for other companies. You just have to know what you're great at. And entrepreneurship is not for everybody. I'm going to be perfectly honest. It's not. Some people go into it and they realize after going into it, wait, maybe this ain't the route for me, because, it's not an overnight success. Right. Right. You work harder working for yourself than you do for any other company. I mean, and I put in some hours. When I was in retail management, I put in a lot of hours, but I still feel like it does not even surpass half of the stuff I have to do all day, every day when it comes to Kick Consulting and Team Kick.
Yeah, and with a cake, I didn't stay up till the crack of dawn working on cakes and, or just not getting any sleep at all.
Yeah.
And I'm if I was working at Walmart, I would have been off by 9.
Yeah, you would have been like, I got to go. No, I was off at 8. I'm done. But
the work itself is a lot harder, a lot more hours, because you want to put out there, your very best.
Very best. Yeah.
Is a representation of you. Right.
And I believe that especially like when you are an entrepreneur, you're your worst.
Yes.
You talking about what happened to Power Rangers, y'all, because Power Rangers didn't click off. But you're your worst critic, because you know exactly what you want and how you want it. And another person can come in and they be like, oh my gosh, that's so beautiful. You did so amazing. And you see every flaw. You see what could have been done differently. But that's what happens when you're an entrepreneur versus actually working for a different company. I'm going to go ahead and put him on another Power Rangers, y'all, so he can leave this live alone. Marissa says, yeah, you eat, sleep, breathe your business when working for yourself. That is absolutely true. Absolutely true. She say, leave Creed alone. I'm not going to leave. He need to leave me alone. Y'all hear him? All right. So, yes, but I absolutely agree that entrepreneurship is one of the most difficult things you can do, but it's also the most rewarding. So,
Right.
having that self-discipline, being your own motivation, because there are days where you will just want to be like, you know what? Close the computer. I'm done. Not having it anymore. But you have to remind yourself of your why and continue with that, because
Right.
you will face both mountaintops and valleys, no matter
Right.
what. No one's exempt from that. I don't care how great of a business mind you have. It's just a part of life. So let's go into the parenting side, and then we're going to put the two together. Okay? So share with everyone, because we have some new people on now. How old are your kids, and how many do you have?
Okay, I have two kids, a boy and a girl. The girl is the oldest. Funny story, she was born on Father's Day. She's daddy's little girl. She is going to be a senior this year.
Yes.
Senior. She's a senior. Oh my God.
It just hit you.
She starts school in a few weeks. Oh my goodness. My baby is a senior. And then my son, baby boy, he was born on Mother's Day. And he is going to the 10th grade. So
Yes.
I
Yes,
have a
yes.
baby boy. I mean, mama's boy and a daddy's girl.
Yeah. And I think it's so interesting how one was born on Father's Day and the other one was born on Mother's Day. I love that. And it's so easy to remember their birthdays too. Like, oh yeah, so let me see if her birthday fall on Father's Day this year or not. You can't forget that. Great story.
Yeah.
So what's your parenting style?
Oh, I have a little old school. I chop them in the throat type of karate style. I get it from my mama, my granny. Like, I ain't got time for these kids.
I'm laughing because there were certain things we not supposed to say on the live. No, I'm just kidding. We say it all.
Our parenting style is old school, a little bit of both.
Yeah.
School, and because I had my kids very early, so I'm not too far away from, their adolescence age. I remember when I was 15. I remember when I was 17. So,
You be quick to tell them too. Look, she say karate. She will karate chop. I listen. I have plenty of stories when I was living in New York, and she be in a full conversation, and in the midst of our conversation, I hear her beating my nephew, and then she come back to the conversation like ain't nothing happened, and I be like, no, we not gonna hold on. We are not going to act like I didn't just hear you knock my nephew out, and you gonna come back like ain't nothing happened?
because I'm old school, probably more than one time. That's what you asking. I told you not to do it. I didn't told you do it again, and then you did it. Okay.
They laughing. It's true though. Listen, it is very true.
Time to go. That's what you asked for.
Listen. Oh, one more funny story. Then we gonna move on. I remember my nieces were teenagers, which they still are, right? But this was the year that I was actually pregnant, 2017. So it was just 3 years ago. And both of my nieces and my cousins, which they all are around the same age, they were having this conversation about when was the last time they caught a whipping. So the oldest niece, who's only 1 year older than her daughter, is like, yeah, my daddy don't whip me no more because I'm too big. So I don't catch whippings no more. I think I do real good, with listening and stuff. And then the other one that was a little bit younger, she was like, yeah, no, I haven't caught a whipping in a long time from my mama, blah, 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 blah. And they're going around a circle. Then it gets to her daughter, who was like 14 at the time. Let's say, Lena, when was the last time you caught a whipping? Before I came here.
You got to keep telling you the same thing over and over again. That's what you.
I laughed so hard because all of the kids looked at her. She was like, I'm sure I catch another one when I get back. My mama don't play. Oh gosh, it's hilarious. It's hilarious because she be like, "Shoot, my mama crazy." She am. Better watch what you say. I love it though. I love it. All fun and games. They're laughing with us. Thank y'all for the laughing emojis. Don't be go try to report us to CPS or something. She's
Oh,
a
I have
great
bail money.
parent. What you say?
I have bail money. They go report all they want.
I can't. Certain things we not gonna discuss. She's talking about I have my bail money. Yes, indeed. If
Nanny, what are you doing?
just because, y'all, just because. What she say? I was 13. Oh, when you caught your whipping, girl. They don't care. They're gonna let you know. They're gonna let you know. People are laughing at us. I'm happy y'all find the humor in it. Hey, excuse me, sir. That's enough. I'm gonna turn Power Rangers off.
Yeah, I get you a day. I get you out. Get.
Stop laughing, y'all. I can't.
What are you talking about?
I parenting style. Just saying. We're just talking about it. She said I got a whooping by half the block. Yeah, the village. Listen, we serious about that village too.
Yeah.
And listen, I've always been, because I was the auntie who didn't have children, right? And I was always the punk one. I'd be like, well, I don't want to spank him. And my sister be like, girl, if you don't get a belt and, like, no, it's going to be okay. I'm going to talk to him. She's like, okay, that talking ain't going to work. Oh, Lord. Okay. So funny. Old school style in Chicago. Yes. She said that was old school style in Chicago, the whole block.
The village, too. Like, don't tell me nothing the kid did unless you whoop their butt.
Exactly. Right. Don't pass by it again, son. I'm not playing.
I would like for anybody that if I trust you to take care of my child, I trust you to correct my child.
Right. Exactly. They all laughing. Yes, I love it. But y'all know it's true. Don't act like y'all wasn't parents in the same manner. Okay, move right along. So how do you create the right rhythm? I don't like to say balance because I feel like there's no such thing as the right balance. But how do you create the right rhythm between motherhood and entrepreneurship?
Is there a rhythm? I don't think there's a rhythm. Just like there's not a balance. With my parenting and being an entrepreneur, it's all about communication. And yeah, I communicate a lot with my children. I let them know a lot of things. I've heard people say that, oh, you're telling your children too much. And I'm like, I kind of censor it because I know they're children and not adults. However, they're not going to be children for the remainder of their life. They're going to be adults longer than their
children. And that's a really great point. I'm happy that you said that. They're going to be adults longer than they are children. That right there is goodness. Because I feel like so many times, we are in the mindset of just, trying to protect the child, speaking to them, a little bit as if they're not a human, sort of, kind of, like I had someone actually share with me the other day. I was on the phone with them and they heard me talking to Creed and they was like, you talk to him like he an adult. And I'm like, well, he will be. I mean, I don't know what else, how am I supposed to talk to him? Because he's still human and you want to make sure that your children do grow up to be the man and the woman that you desire for them to be, or even better than what you thought they could be. You don't want them to grow up and still be a child, if y'all get what I'm saying.
Yeah. That's true.
Boom. Yeah. Thank you. Bomb drop. I'm happy y'all getting it. Absolutely. Okay. So now going on from that, actually talk about this as well, because I feel like you do a great job with incorporating them into entrepreneurship. You do a great job with that. Share with them, how do you do that part?
Oh, Well, with my daughter, I'm rocking her lashes.
Yes. Get into it. Do y'all see the lashes?
I ask them, like I conversate with them, and I give my children like different scenarios and life lessons that I've learned. I started working at 16, and I was like, the amount of work that I did put for Burger King at 16 is I could have put that same amount of energy and time into my, purpose,
Mm-hmm.
which was probably babysitting at the time. I used to make my own flyers. Like I would have conversations like that with my children. You can make flyers. You have so much to offer. Don't just be waiting until you turn 18 to get a job. No,
Right.
you have many gifts and talents in you right now today, and we are just gonna, like what you said, like have a brainstorming moment. We'll
Yeah.
get at the table and we'll talk about it. And for Alina, she wanted to
Don't
do
read.
lashes and lip gloss.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay, I'm
Okay.
able to do. I was in a position to support that dream. And for my son, we're still working on getting his purpose in order so that
Yeah.
we can put. We were doing football. We were so
Mm-hmm.
passionate about that, and we put our all into it. But times changing,
Mm-hmm.
and I just want my kids to know that I'm here to support them 100% in their passion
Yeah.
and in their purpose, and not in something that's just gonna, 20 years down the line, right, and not have a purpose to it.
Right, right. And I think also, what I really love about what you said, like you guys have the conversation, have table conversations. So
Right.
sitting at the table and doing like a complete brain dump and like, okay, so what you want to do? Now let's see how we can actually make this work. And one of the things that you didn't say that I want to make sure that I point out as well that you do a really great job with is okay, this is something you want to do, you're going to do it. I'm not going to do the work for you. I will give you all the tools and resources necessary so you can be successful, but you're going to do the work. And
Right.
that part I feel has been one of your greatest successes. And I don't know if you recognize that or not, because the one thing definitely your daughter know how to do. Oh, she gonna make money. She's not gonna ever be broke.
Yeah.
Ever. She will not be broke. She will know. She will make some money, baby. She will sell them lashes. She will sell that lip gloss. She will share with you some information. Nanny, you want me to do such and such? That'd be $10. What? Don't ask me if I want you to do it, and then you gonna charge me? Come on, now. What the world are we going to? I mean, her and her other cousin, they used to find money in my car and then tell me they rich. No, you can't find. That's not how it works. Okay, well, Nanny, you like these bookmarks? They are beautiful. Here, you want two of them? Sure, that'll be $4. How you gonna charge me for some? I didn't.
That's them.
That's them. So let me tell you, that is definitely ingrained in her children, and I think you've done a great job with letting your kids know that if you want something in life, you have to do the work in order to get the result that you desire. It's not just going to
Yeah.
fall into your lap. You cannot expect a handout. This is real world.
Yeah.
Teaching them reality now, not when you get out there. And I think that
Right.
that's one of the key things I wanted to make sure that I shared because you've done such a great job with that. Such a great job. Okay, you
That's
guys,
why
we're at the last two questions, but before we get there, if you have any questions for this beautiful baked boss or any other comments, make sure you continue to put them inside of the chat box because I will read them aloud. All right? Okay. Now, thinking back, because as you shared, you were a young mother, right?
right.
You started your business back in 2002.
Yes.
Thinking back to that woman then to where you are today, what advice would you give her?
Wow, that's a good question. And I actually just thought about that too. I would tell her not to take things so personal and not to be so serious. You can enjoy moments. And also not, I don't know how to put it. I would tell her not to be so quick to make mistakes.
Mm.
To learn from those before me,
Mm-hmm.
because they are my cheat codes, and just trust that they know the right path for me to take and where I'm trying to be.
Got you. So when people are sharing the information, don't be like, I'm going to learn it on my own, but actually
Yeah.
listen.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, that was good, sis. That was good. Now, before you wrap it up with your quote, I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask me a question. But before that, you all, if you are not following this bake boss right here, make sure that you do. She is on Instagram, Authentic Baby Cakes with an extra S at the end, as well as Mrs. Baby Cakes. Correct? Did I say that right? Okay.
That's right.
Awesome. And then I also put her link in the box. So you want to make sure that you go ahead and support her business, authenticbabyco.com. She has amazing sweet treats that ship from everywhere. You want to get one of the mystery boxes because the tea cakes, if she put them in there like she did for me, whoop, telling you, listen, we down south girls. I love me some tea cakes. They're amazing. Okay? All right. Now, before I allow you to wrap it up, hey girl, thank you for joining. I see some people just joined in. Will you please, do you have a question for me before I actually ask your last question?
Yes.
Of course you do.
When was your first discovery that you wanted to be an entrepreneur?
Ooh, when was my first discovery I wanted to be an entrepreneur? You know, I knew when I was going to be an entrepreneur and nothing else. That was in 2014. But before that, because most of you all know that I was in higher level retail management for a very long time, for very prominent brands, and I always did something on the side. Like I was always doing something. Where if it was because my first degree is fashion design and merchandising, so if it was helping style someone, being able to shop for them, redecorating their homes because that's one of my passions as well. I was always doing something. I always had a business on the side, even when I was going into the quote unquote corporate job. You get what I'm saying? But in 2014 was the moment that I realized when I'm walking away, I'm walking away. And I'm going to pour everything into my business. So that's when I decided to move back to Texas from New York. That's when I published my first book. That's when I had my book tour, which was good, by the way. I was so excited about that. I sold out 4 out of 5 Barnes and Nobles. That's when, things started to change. I was getting speaking engagements. I was speaking at colleges. I was like, okay, life is good. And then life happened. Y'all can read about that in my second book. I ain't going to go into that. But 2014 was the moment that I said, I'm not going to go back and do this other part anymore. I'm going to stay focused strictly on what I call K Inc. Okay? So that's me Inc. is what I'm saying, you guys. Let me read some of these comments. It says, Keena says, it's funny because my cousins live in the Netherlands and that is how they speak to their daughter. He said it's regular there and people don't talk baby talk to their kids there. Yes, ain't nobody got time for that baby. Baby talk ain't helping nobody. I'm just saying. But you do you. Thank y'all for the hearts. Thank you for the comments. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I truly appreciate it all. And before she gives her quotes, our scripture, I want to remind you all that Queen Talk is happening every Thursday. We have some phenomenal women that are going to be joining this panel, just like this phenomenal woman you just heard right here, every single Thursday going forward at 7 p.m. So I have my Teen Talk for Teens on Tuesdays at 7, and then I have my Queen Talk for us queens Thursdays at 7 p.m. Okay, amazing question, by the way, sister. Now, as we wrap it up, what is your quote or scripture that you stand on when motherhood and or entrepreneurship gets a little tough? What's your go-to?
You have to have multiple scriptures and quotes to well, you can't say balance, but you have to have multiple quotes to endure motherhood and entrepreneurship. Let's think. One that comes to my head is Romans 8:28. All things work for the good of those who love the Lord. I like Philippians. What is it?
4:13. Which one?
Say it again.
Philippians 4:13. Which one?
I believe so. All things are possible through
Christ who
Christ.
gives us strength. Yes. I knew you
Yeah.
was gonna say that.
There's so many quotes.
Yeah.
You have to have quotes to just uplift yourself. Like I have to encourage myself. So I'm a woman phenomenally. I be like, girl, women wonder where my secret lies.
You better come on and say it.
Girl, I have to have so many gospel
Stop,
songs
Creed.
every day. It's more than just quotes and scriptures that gets me through
Stop.
motherhood and entrepreneurship.
I love that. I love that. And I love that you have to have multiple, because that is so true. Because today can bring something completely different from the next day. And that day, you may need something else that's going to be your foundation. But it all starts with Him. And that's the most important thing. Yes, yes, yes. So I thank you all for joining us. I thank you, thank you, thank you. This has been completely phenomenal to see everyone joining us on YouTube and Facebook. Both Facebook pages is just wonderful. Make sure you come back, okay? But before we go, make sure you go and support my sister, AuthenticBabyCo.com. It's inside of the description box, and I'm putting it there again. AuthenticBabyCo.com. And then also follow her on Instagram where you can see more of her stories. Y'all see that phenomenal cake back there? She did that on one of her lives. So there's so much greatness. You want to support her. Get you a sweet treat box, because that's my actual favorite.
Please follow. My goal is to reach 1,000 and to keep 1,000 followers on Instagram. So I appreciate you and thank you in advance. Thank you, sister.
Yes, you're welcome, sister. Bye, you guys. Have a great night. Creed talking about have a good night. Mystery box, here I come. Yes, sis, go get you one.